Hi guys, Chris back again with another episode from my York City career. We have 2 games left in the season. We have a home game against Man City coming in 1 day's time, and we also have the game against Liverpool, which is our final game of the season. We had the disappointment of losing the FA Cup final only 2 days ago now, and that was on the Saturday, and now on the Monday we have this game against Man City, which is unbelievable. Thank you, EA, for the way you've set this up. Surely even a Tuesday wouldn't have been too bad, as my next game isn't until Sunday. But hey ho. Quickly move the squad around ahead of this game. Here and Mayer can come in, Garay can come into the defence, and Luke Shaw. That's the defence all sorted and full of energy. Baker, Silva and Bueno Fuentes. So we'll bring Pascal Lemaire in, we'll keep the other 2 guys in, and we will go with Son and Soriano up front as they have the most energy. Lazarevic can stay there. Actually, Lazarevic, I'll drop you and Escobar. I want 3 strikers on the bench for this game. Hopefully, it's going to be a win. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this game against Man City as it's our last home game of the season, and then the game against Liverpool will be simulated, and then we'll try and get through as much of the close season as we can and just get through to the start of next season so we can see what budget we have available and whether we have qualified for the Euro League. I'm fairly confident we have, and the EA do stay with the rules that are in the FA Cup and Premier League, in terms of if a team's already qualified for one competition, then it's the finalists that qualify for the competition. So obviously in real life, Wigan going into the FA Cup final this weekend know that that they have qualified for the Euro League because Man City have qualified for the Champions League. But get this game against Man City underway. Obviously this is the final episode in this current season, so if you guys have any suggestions on things to do for next season, do I change the formation? Part of me had considered going to a 3-5-2, potentially to shore up the defence with obviously the 3 centre backs, 2 CDMs, right mid, left mid, the attacking midfielder, and that's a wonderful pass. And the 2 strikers. Shoot. So there is that option that we do have to potentially go to a 3-5-2. We have a load of central defenders, so going to 3 at the back that way won't be a problem, and having cover. The only problem comes in the fact that we have very few left mid and right mid players. We have Luke Shaw can play there, but he's predominantly naturally a left back. Our 2 right backs, Fabinho and De Chilio, both are just right backs, so we can't realistically just move them. Oh, what a goal! Soriano, edge of the box. So yeah, we could potentially go to a 3-5-2. Like I said, we have the centre backs. We'd need a starting left midfielder and have Luke Shaw as backup. We'd need 2 right midfielders, a starter and a backup. Get this cleared. Well played. We also would need another central defensive midfielder. The 3 midfielders we have starting at the moment, Silva, Bueno Fuentes and Lemaire. Lemaire is just a central midfielder. Bueno Fuentes is just a central midfielder. It's only Silva that is the CDM. Out of the other midfielders we have, Taylor is an attacking midfielder. You can see it on the screen now. Ironically, it's just come up with his name. Kelvin Baker is just a central midfielder, and Juan Marcos is just a central midfielder. We do have Patrick Hoffler, one of our youth players, who is a CDM, but I think he's only rated around 65, so he won't realistically be ready. We could use him in cup games. We'll just have to basically that was one option I had, but that option, if I want to do it, would depend a lot on who's available in the transfer window, and also what budget we have. So one of the things I don't often moan about EA, but things like transfer budgets. My transfer budget next season will probably be started from zero. It won't be whatever I've got. I mean, I've got a fair chunk of money through the FA Cup, through obviously when it comes up, you've been granted extra prize fund. The fact that I think I have around 4 or 5 million in the transfer budget at present, it's going to increase. I should get at least 2 million from where I am in the league, which will give me 6. Say the board want to give me 10 for next season. Theoretically I should have 16, but I'm fairly certain it just gets put back, it just gets reset to 0, and then the board give me 10, 11 million, and it's therefore means for a club like York, 10, 11 million isn't really going to do them much good with who's available. I'm going to have to look to sell players. But to be fair, if we do go to the 3-5-2 formation, shocking cross. If we do go to the 3-5-2, then I will have to sell players. Obviously, Baker will become redundant. Actually, Baker I think can play the camera, so he may not become redundant. But when Fuentes, who's I think valued at least 15 million, will become redundant, because I think he's got high attacking work rate and I think low defensive work rate, so he can't really play in the CDM role. So he'll become redundant, so I'll have to sell him. My 2 right backs would become redundant, so I need to get rid of those after I struggled to get them in. But yeah, that's just one formation that we could play. It gives us a bit more strength in depth at the back. If you guys have any suggestions, I could go 4-2-3-1 with just still the 4 at the back, but the 2 central defensive midfielders. Then we've got a left mid, a right mid, a cam, and just 1 striker. I could go for a 4-3-3. I could just stay with what I've got and move D'Souza Silva, sorry, not D'Souza Silva, Guillermo Silva back and have him sitting in front of the front 4 and have sort of a 4-1-2 1-2 formation, but don't have it wide, have it narrow. So instead of having the diamond midfield and having it with wingers or left mid, right mid, I have a CDM, 2 central midfielders, and a central attacking midfielder. But that's something to think about for next season, realistically. Obviously, there are potentially some. I don't know who's going to be available for us to bring in terms of players. Oh, good goal. Good shot. Unfortunate about the deflection. Oh, he's giving it for offside. Never. Oh, referee. No. Oh dear. Never mind.
Well, the losing team have got to do something. And this is it. The substitution.
Yeah. We do have to think potentially about changing. Is it this formation that's not working for me? But we are doing quite well with it, and we have done. It's got us through the league so far. So maybe the formation doesn't need changing. We just need to get in some better players. Maybe I need to. Obviously we've got Danny Welbeck and we've got Son as the 2 main strikers when we have full energy. Maybe I need to look to bring in another world-class striker and sell Soriano. Wow, energy is low for a load of people. Juan Marcos can come in. Hayams will drop you on. I know Canteros can play centre forward, so I'll have you in. Escobar will bring you on for Son. All done. But yeah, there's a few things we need to do in the off season. Obviously, one of them is to see who's available. I want to dip into the free agency pool and see who is available in a free agent. If there's someone rated 80 or above, maybe we just bring them in. If hypothetically they're a central midfielder or a central attacking midfielder and they're say 80 plus, we could bring them in and look to sell Taylor. Obviously at this present moment in time, Neil Taylor wants away from the club, so that is something we may need to look at, is replacing him. We do have Hayams, and Hayams is set to be a star of the future, but he's potentially not progressing as quick as we need him to.
Very good passing from this team.
Oh, almost a good ball there through. So yeah, so maybe Hayams needs to go. As much as I want to keep him, maybe we can, if someone comes in for an offer that's say 5 million above what his transfer value is, we look to get rid of him. I don't want to sell him, but if someone comes in with a bid for him, maybe I look to get rid of him. I'm not going to put him on the transfer list, as I just want teams to, if they want him to come in for him, because then they're going to have to pay that little bit extra. Whereas players like Taylor, who is on the transfer list, will potentially go on the cheap, as he is transfer listed. There we go, good attacking move coming up here.
And there's
That's it. Oh, shoot, I thought we'd lost that then.
because the pass was a threatening one. They're passing it well here.
Oh, poor shot. So yeah, there's a few things to think about for next season. Obviously, budget is one of them.
There's an element of that.
Also, who we have coming up, what competitions we're in as well. And maybe I don't sell anyone, and I need to just bring in players that will help out in terms of depth. If we're in the Euro League, obviously I'm guessing. Thought that we were going to score them. I'm guessing if we're in the Euro League, the board are going to want me to put up a good show in the Euro League. So I may have to just get some strength in depth. Obviously, the board wanted qualification for the Euro League this season. Next season, I'm guessing they're going to want either Champions League qualification or for me to win the league, which, to be honest, I'm going to need to not sell anyone, and I'm going to need just strength in depth. Oh shit, oh my god, that should have been 1-0. David Silva coming on for Man City for the final 5 minutes. I find that a bit strange when a team's trailing a game that they always bring on substitutions with the last 5 minutes. Not enough time really to change a game. You always need to make it at least 10 minutes. Oh shit. Oxlade-Chamberlain, 1-0. Absolute poor defending, but then again, you can't expect someone to shoot like that.
Yeah, and I do think they deserved it for the effort they put in.
Well, that was the equaliser, and it's 1-1. Well, time for one last attack now. They're looking.
Oh, hopefully that's full time. There we go. Yep.
And it's finished.
Players I could feel were just sluggish on their feet. Here and Mayer with man of the match. A load of no-face players as well.
Fairly happy with a lot, I think.
So hopefully, wow, Man United drew 1-1 at home to Chelsea. So we're both in action just a couple of days after the cup final. Suspension over for Neil Taylor.
Thanks, Martin.
So what we'll do now, we'll quickly get through this week and we'll get this game against Liverpool done. As Inter win the Euro League. I had to look twice and see if that was actually their kit, but it is. It's their red kit. So, wow. We are in 7th in the league. Newcastle are in 6th place. If Newcastle draw or lose and we win, we can go above Newcastle.
So what comes next?
So let's quickly go and check the team out. Energy is looking okay for most players. Form is a bit low, so we'll see if we can bring players in. There we go. Canteros has a bit more form. We'll bring Baker in, and I'll bring Taylor back in defence. D'Souza Silva doesn't have as good form as Shaw. Lazarevic has good form, so he can come in. Deschilio has slightly better form. So look, Thiago Medeiros has good form, so he can come onto the bench for Escobar. Juan Marcos is severely out of form, so Hayams can come onto the bench. Yeah, well, looks like we'll go with that. Fraser Forster still injured, and I think he's going to be out till at least September, so Jack Butland will be starting in goal for us next season. Right, let's get this final game of the season done and dusted against Liverpool, who are in a 4-3-3 formation. Suarez, Carroll and Asaidi up front. They have Henderson, Allen and Suso at the back. It's a 3-1 win for Liverpool. Hayham's coming off the bench to score. Henderson, Asaidi and Sterling with the goals for Liverpool. Pretty poor way to end the season. Tournament prize money. Additional transfer budget of 6.7 million. Wow. I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look then to see what my transfer budget is. And Spurs, wow, win the Barclays Premier League. Quickly check what my budget allocation is. That's 10 million. So this is the thing that's going to annoy me now. Is I bet that goes up to say 13 million. Whereas basically the board for next season have given me 13 million. Whereas for me, they should just add on to that. So therefore, I should have 23 million in transfer budget.
Wolverhampton Wanderers 2.
Well, let's quickly check out the league table. See how many goals Spurs did win the league table by. Won it by 5 goals. Conceded the same number as Chelsea, but scored 5 more. Chelsea beat West Brom 2-0 on the last game of the season, while Spurs beat Sunderland 5-0 on the last game of the season. Man United 2 points behind, and Arsenal in 4th, Man City in 5th, Newcastle in 6th place, York in 7th, Everton 9th, Liverpool 8th, West Brom 10th, Wolves 11th, Villa 12th, Norwich 13th, Sunderland 14th, Swansea 15th, Bolton 16th, Wigan 17th, avoided the drop again by 10 points. Wow, Blackburn 26 points, Stoke 25, Birmingham 16 points, 2 wins for Birmingham. Only 27 goals scored, only 26 goals scored for Stoke. Wow, but 77 conceded. Right, let's have a quick look at player stats. Rooney, top goal scorer. And then it's Naismith, Ibarbo, Dembele, Cisse, Taylor with 14 goals. Top York City scorer. And Saidi for Liverpool. Barr, Bonaperti, Royce. Round out the top 10. And then you've got a few down the bottom. Do we have anyone else? York City, Welbeck in 9. But I think he's got about 2 for us. Anyone else for York? Canteros with 9. So Canteros was my top scoring forward, and he was out injured for a few months as well. Assists, do we have anyone? Well, Benzia was top for Chelsea, but that's really, he got most of those for us. Canteros with the top assists, so it looks like Canteros is going to be a player I need to build a team around for next season. Anyone else in there for York? Nope. Clean sheets. Lloris with 18 and Wayne Hennessy with 14 for Wolves. Fraser Forster with 8 for York. How many did Butland have? Is he down there? Butland had 2. So we only had 10 clean sheets. Yellow cards, did we have anyone up there? Nope. It was Gardner and Nascimento were the top 2. Do we have anyone further down in the yellow cards? Getting down to 6 cards. Can't see anyone. Nope. Red cards. Vertonghen with 4. And Olsen and Santon both on 3. York. Hiram Mayer had 2. Anyone else for York? Can we get down to 1? Nope. Can't see anyone else. So that's how everything got done and dusted. Quickly get through May and June as quickly as we can. Obviously the Premier League finishes later than other seasons and other leagues, sorry, not seasons, so therefore it's less time to kill between this season and next, as we have the squads in for the World Cup, with it being 2018. Nothing really to about that. My international team of Ecuador didn't qualify for the World Cup, as Real Madrid win the Champions Cup, defeating Atletico Madrid. Wow, bet that was a game and a half. All parties remain tight-lipped on Taylor affair. Okay. Contracts expiring for Escobar and Piccolo. I tell you what, let's have a look at Escobar again. How much did he want? It was 2,200. It was a 4-year deal. So you can have 2,500 for a 4-year deal. Sod it. Escobar, he was only 57 is Escobar. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be any good. He's 19 as well. So I'll tell you what we will do. Where's he gone? Sell players. Sort by position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goalkeepers. That was Piccolo, wasn't it? We need to 19 and 57. Navas is younger. Look at that. So I'll tell you what we will do. Release from contract. There you go. Don't have to worry about him anymore. And we're using this season's budget as well. So we'll quickly roll on. We should have some scout reports in soon. Here we go. Anyone we can sign up. Verheo looks like he could be not too bad. Nieto is not looking too bad. Jose Manuel, we will offer you a contract now. 4 years, and you know what? Yeah, we'll make it 500. We'll keep with that for now. This is my main guy, Rudveld Mate, and he's the one who's going to be an absolute legend. Look, he's going to be a right forward, or a right winger. So what I might do actually, guys, is just seeing that Rudveld Mate there as a maybe have a think. Obviously, we got him via the Scout a Future Star. So I may look to do that again for the next season. Obviously, you can only do it once per season, as Jose Manuel has accepted the contract. Squad team report. Let's have a see if we can see Jose Manuel. 54 striker. Okay, he's only 16. He may turn into be a good player, but hopefully he's going to be one that just goes out on loan. There are a few players that I do want to go out on loan, and I've seen other people moan about it as well, the fact that the loan system is crap. I'm offering all these players to go out on loan and no one is accepting them. As Luke Shaw's demands. Yesterday I had a meeting with Luke Shaw's agent. He told us that the player spoke to you about his wage. We agreed to transfer list Luke Shaw. I don't remember Luke Shaw coming to me and saying, can he speak to me? Manager's office. Sure. Suda Silva, he's on 9 grand. Luke Shaw's on 7 grand. He wants 8,000. You know what, if I go 8,500 for 4 years, see if I'll accept that. Hopefully he accepts that contract. Taylor refused a contract. Yeah, still umming and ahhing whether to offer a contract to Neil Taylor. Part of me wants to, just so we can get the saga over and done with, and then I don't have the board going under my feet. But we'll move the schedule on, and we'll see what happens. We may go back in and offer in a contract. I'm not too sure right now. Quickly going through, Luke Shaw's contract offer has been declined. Contract length not met. Disappointed by this offer, and I wish to take my time to review my options. Okay, fella. I did try to be cheeky, but I gave you a bit more money than what you wanted. Here we go, scout report. Texeria, 82 max. Matthew George. Another goalkeeper, but it can't hurt. We'll sign him up. 82 max. We will reject that one. And then we'll move on. We should have another scout report coming in the next couple of days. Hopefully we'll get through this pretty soon. Monthly scout report, here we go. Cesar Miguel, 84 maximum. We'll keep you because you're only 14, you could be a bit higher. Daniel Lugano, reject you. Javier Fernandez, 85, you may sneak up a bit. Jose Baquero, yeah, we'll sign you up. Jose Romero, not really. Delgado, wow, up to 93. Sign you. Garcia, 87, sign you. Acosta 73, reject you. Aguado 72, Max, reject you. 82, 85, 84. He's going to be a CDM, is Cesar Miguel. You know what, we'll sign you up. You know, actually, sorry, we'll sign them all up. And we'll see how they all progress. And we'll get this advanced a bit more. Hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly. You see we're rattling through now. I don't know why it stops. That's the one thing that annoys me, is it stops. Taylor wants out. You know, Taylor has told the York City hierarchy he wants to leave. I don't remember him telling me. Taylor has been transfer listed. Since you have not taken the actions we wish in order to circulate the availability of Neil Taylor, we have taken the matter into our own hands and will place a player on the transfer list. If we receive an offer we believe to be fair, he will be sold. Okay. I may look to try and offer him a new contract. Which I'll just have to have a look. But we are coming to the end. Here we go. Performance review schedule. Transfer. I don't know where to go. Manager's office. Contracts. Refuse contract. Neil Taylor. Offer him a 2-year extension. If I offer him 10 grand, we'll see if he'll accept that. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But we shall quickly get through, see what the boards say. They may be a bit peed off with me, as we have a couple of players who are wanting out. End of season. Player retirement from national team. Frickson Erazo, not a clue. Domestic cup performance. After an excellent showing from the team in the season's domestic cup. Personal congratulations to the players. If I could, I would. This season's performance. Qualify for the EuroLeague. The season wasn't all we were hoping for, but it's going to be tough. The board will be meeting to discuss my future. Yada yada yada. Okay. Taylor wants out. News that will probably surprise a few people following this saga. Neil Taylor has told the York City hierarchy that he wants to leave the club before his current deal expires. It is believed that the player sought out Bauer after training yesterday to inform him of his decision. No, he didn't, because he didn't come up and tell me. Didn't get a little box to tell me. Now the club have a tough decision, as the player is clearly mentally elsewhere, and trying to keep him at the club may prove disruptive. Plus, selling him before his contract comes to an end will at least recoup funds to find a replacement. The player's agent was not available for comment and failed to return calls made to his phone. I'll tell you what, regardless of what happens, if he signs a new contract, I'll get rid of him, and I'll look to use him as bait for another midfielder of higher class calibre. As Brad Rugic of Central Coast is being brought to my attention. 18-year-old. We'll have a look, see what he's like. I'll do that in between recordings. But guys, while we wait for the new season to upload, if you haven't already, hopefully around now there will be a little annotation on screen for you to check out the FA Cup competition. It's a simple competition. All you need to do is subscribe if you already haven't, and then choose whether you want to win PlayStation code or Microsoft points code. It's £10 PlayStation code or 1200 Microsoft points. All you have to do is in the comments below put PSN Man City, PSN Wigan, or MSP Man City, MSP Wigan for who you think will lift the FA Cup on Saturday evening. But we've got through that pretty quickly. So that was a quick reminder about the competition. I'm going to advance a day, but first of all we'll see who we have against friendlies. We have, here we go, York City have organised pre-season friendlies against Chievo Verona, Greuther Fürth and Barcelona. Holy shit. So that's how we're rolling at the moment. We'll get this simmed a couple of days and we'll find out what we have to look forward to in terms of budget for the new season. We also may find out if Taylor has accepted the contract. The other quick thing I may do is have a quick run through the squad report to show you guys how everyone has progressed recently. League objective. The body's hoping for a successful season. We look forward to seeing how your leadership and determination can get the best out of the players. Win the league title. Okay. Season budget 13 million. See, I already had 10 million. It's bullshit. EuroLeague objective. Win the cup. So, okay. We'll win the cup for domestic cup. Transfer market information, it's open. Okay. Youth squad report. Cesar Miguel up to an 80 max. Daniel Varejo up to an 83. Nieto up to an 85. Fernandez up to a 77, so we'll release him. Jose Baquero, yeah, we'll sign you up. Okay, who was next? Jose Romero, 85. Mariano Delgado, well, up to a 92. We'll sign you up and then look to let you go out on loan. We have Marion Garcia up to a 90, but your overall at the moment isn't too bad, so we'll offer you a contract, get you out on loan. Matthew George, yeah, we'll offer you a contract. And Tom Adan, still don't know where you're going to play. Baquero, we offered you a contract, yeah. Vareo, I'll offer you a contract, so I can always let you go out on loan. Okay, player returning from loan, Luis Godin from Leicester, Diego Ortiz from Middlesbrough, and Nasser Reynaud from Aldershot. Okay, let's go squad report. Let's have a look. Jack Butland is a 79 still. Don't know how much he's going to improve. Interest shown by Sampdoria in De Chilio, who is an 81. Hiram Meyer is an 81. Lazarevic is an 82 and valued at 17 million. Holy shit, he's only 21. Luke Shaw is 79 rated. Buena Fuentes is rated 85 and he's 24 million. Wow. Guillermo Silva is 8 million and he's rated 84. Kelvin Baker is valued at 7 million, rated 81. Neil Taylor rated 81. Juan Daniel Canteros is rated at 82. Soriano is 16 million. He's 81 rated. Hung Min Sun, 82 still. Navas up to 67. Perez Alonso 78 still. Hayam 75. Thiago Medeiros 81. Welbeck 82. D'Souza Silva 80. Jose Manuel 55. Patrick Hoffler 61. Wolford 59. Owamyela 60. Jenkov 61. Ortiz 65. Juan Marcos 66. Lemaire 68. Godin 71. May look to keep Godin this season. Nasser Reynaud 65. Look to sell him. Escobar 69. Camacho 79. Valverde 73. Fabinho 81. Garay is down 2 already. Maybe we need to try and sell Garay or use him as make weight. But guys, I shall call it a day there. Pretty long episode, but we've got through the season. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anyone you think we need to sign. I'll quickly go to buy players and show you who is available on the transfer list, if anyone. There may be 1 or 2 players, but I'm not too sure. Transfer list is one of the things that does annoy me, the fact that there is really there's no one ever there. Dante is a great central defender, but he's only rated 72. He's 34. So no one really there. We'll have a quick look to see if anyone is available for loan. There may be 1 or 2 players. I'm not too sure. It depends on the bigger clubs. No, 75 is the max. Let's have a look for free agents quickly. There may be some. I'm not too sure. Normally it's around 75, isn't it? But if only like 16 and 75, then we'll have to see. Okay, we have 2 players. We have Daniel Cruz, a 21-year-old keeper, rated 80. And we also have Diego Mauricio da Silva Perez, a centre-back who is 23 years old and rated at 80. Maybe we need to bring in Cruz and get rid of Fraser Forster. So we have Cruz. I think Cruz would be he's rated higher than Jack Butland, so we could look to sell Jack Butland and bring in Cruz. Estimated worth is 10 million. Maybe that's something we need to do. We've got Fraser Forster and Crimshaw, which Jack Butland there was just a 79. But guys, I shall let you put your comments below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.